Hello, fellow entrepreneurs. Welcome to my channel. This is where I share business lessons I learned throughout my career. In each of these little bite-sized videos, I'll share a message I experienced as an accomplished business owner, business advisor, and a management consultant. Thanks to all of you already who have left comments. And please, if this is your first time here, welcome. Subscribe so that you won't miss any upcoming lessons. In this session, I'm going to talk about how to find a mentor. I have a lot of clients and I read about this in a lot of chat rooms. You know, where do I go to find help? Where do I go to find someone to help me? Where do I go to find someone to show me what to do? And I've used a lot of mentors in my career, and I'm going to show you how to find one. Well, you can go online and Google, you know, where to find a mentor, where to find somebody that can show you the ropes. And there's hundreds of thousands of people who advertise. But how do you know if they're really legitimate? So first you have to ask yourself what kind of mentor you're looking for. Are you looking for someone just to give you the warm and fuzzies and tell you that you could do it? Or are you looking for a guide that's going to hold your hand every step of the way? Sort of like the coach on the sidelines, you know, cheering you on, or the guy who's out in the game with you, who's going to really tell you, move here, do this, do that. So you have to really know what kind of mentor you're looking for. And again, depending upon what industry you're in and what type of business you own, you're going to have to look for somebody who's very familiar, if possible, with your type of business. It's not that important that they have specific industry experience. I was very lucky in my first retail business. A friend of a friend whose father was very experienced in the retail business showed me the ropes. And I was just so happy that he showed me exactly what to do along the way. But in other businesses that I owned, I wasn't so lucky. Sometimes I listened to people I shouldn't have been listening to. And they made it sound like they knew what they were talking about. So some of the places that I found people were at: associations, trade shows, chambers of commerce. But here's one thing that I always did. After that first time I listened to someone who really didn't show me exactly what I needed to do. It was a retail business I owned, and he was a vendor, and he recommended I change my sales niche. And it was a big mistake. The only one who benefited was my vendor. I didn't benefit from that, but I was too young, inexperienced, and I didn't realize it. So if you're looking for a mentor, there's a lot of great places that have been around a long time that can help you. But if you're looking for someone that's going to hold your hand for a period of time, like to get you from point A to point B in a strategy, or if you're looking to move into a new market, or if you're looking to expand, always ask these people, where have you done it before? How do I know that you know what you're talking about? And don't be embarrassed to ask them this question. It is so crucial. And if they have a vested interest in your company, like my vendor did, because he was getting a lot of commissions from the sales of products I bought from him, his recommendations were more to his advantage and not to my advantage. These are things I learned the hard way. So key, you want someone who's been in your shoes. You want someone who can hold your hand, someone who can take your call and say, do this, do that. Or if they don't know, they'll admit that they don't know, and they'll tell you where to go because they've been through it before. It's so important that you really research your mentors. Just don't listen to the ads that you see and all the glitz and the glamour and how they make it sound so simple. It's really, really important that you know where they learned what it is they're teaching you and guiding you with. I had a mentor in a business one time that I almost gave a third of the company away. And I was fortunate that I had an attorney when I went to my lawyer to say, here, you know, I want to bring this guy in. I'm going to give him a third of the company. He's going to take me to the next level. He's done it before. Well, the attorney had me hire a private investigator and do a background check. And I was so happy that I listened to my lawyer. So if somebody comes to you and says, yeah, I'll show you the way, just, give me a percentage of your company, beware. And I was so grateful to the law firm that I was using at the time, because they forced me to do an independent valuation of my business. I didn't realize how much it was worth. It was worth millions compared to what I thought it was worth. And here I had someone come in and say, hey, I've done it. I've worked here. I did this, I did that. And I'm gonna take you to the next level, let me work with you. Well, it turned out that person really didn't have the experience I thought they did. And it was worth every penny I paid for their private investigator and for the lawyer to provide me with his legal advice. So be very, very careful with the mentors that you approach and the people you approach. Ask questions, ask questions. So thank you for joining me. Please leave comments and send me an email with your business questions, because I'd love to include them in future videos that I'm going to share with you. And I'm wishing you all the best success in the world. And thank you for joining me.